Hey Daryl, reply to my messages now. Right now, where are you? You best stay home right now for me. I need you right now.
Hi, essayer. What has changed so suddenly? Has something awful occurred?
I want to know where you are now. Please respond to my query. I need a ride to Federica's place from you. Right now, I want to start walking over to her place.
I'm sorry, but due to my hectic schedule, I won't be able to accomplish that. Right now, I've left the grocery shop. After I finish my grocery shopping, I have a lot more items to buy before I can go pick up David. I anticipate arriving at home in about an hour.
Are you for real? This is just unbelievable. That indicates that I won't arrive in time for lunch. I was asked to lunch today by Federica. I wouldn't want to pass up this chance.
You ought to have informed me about this sooner. I believed I had packed you lunch before I left the house. I also let you know that I was going food shopping. You ought to have known that I was unable to pick you up at this time.
Yes, I was aware that you were out shopping. Instead, I asked you to pick me up from home. I was dying to have lunch at Federica's place. I don't want you to make me lunch. Why should I have to eat this when you can eat it by myself when you come home?
Well, when I left the home, I had already finished my piece. Making your lunch gave me the impression that I was doing you a favor.
You truly have no comprehension, do you? I don't want to keep Federica waiting for an hour for me to show up. Would you stop what you're doing right now and come pick me up?
Sorry, but I'm unable to accomplish that. I believed I had previously informed you that I was occupied at the moment. Additionally, I need to buy certain things for Farley.
Who is interested in him? That can be done later.
Your spouse, he is. I believe you ought to treat him with greater respect.
That doesn't concern me right now. Right now, I need to get going. I had to get to Federica's residence right away. Please get home quickly. How many times do I need to repeat this to you?
It would still take me more than 30 minutes even if I went home immediately. Federica's home is another 30 minutes away from our location. That implies that it will take you at least an hour to get there. Can I do that? Perhaps you could just ask her to extend the invitation at a later date.
I find it hard to accept that something like this could be happening to me. Why do I keep getting such bad luck? Why didn't you just spend the day at home? You never know what I actually need from you here for, do you? Really, you are so worthless.
I apologize, but there is little I can do to change the situation. There wasn't much food in the fridge anymore. If I hadn't gone to the stores today, there wouldn't have been anything for us to eat for tonight. If I had left the fridge empty, you probably would have grumbled about it. I was forced to make today's appearance.
Stop inventing such ridiculous justifications. You own a vehicle. You might have just gone before supper later in the afternoon. Are you serious when you say I'll have to decline Federica's invitation?
I never said anything like. You may simply take the train if you truly want to go. Compared to me driving all the way home, that would take significantly less time. It would also greatly simplify my life.
Why should I be interested in you? I'm not going to take the train. Oh, how I detest using the subway. Even my chances of securing a seat on the train are uncertain. I also dislike having to travel by foot to the train station. That far away. Oh my goodness, are you really trying to make an old lady like me go all the way to the station? Just incredibly incredible how you were.
Why are you acting so hysterically when it just takes 10 minutes to go to the station? That's a simple stroll for you, no?
You know I'm not interested in doing that, right?
Good luck with it. Unfortunately, I am unable to take you up at this time. Either take the train today, or just inform Federica that you are unable to attend today's event.
You really are such a loser. My interest has waned. Simply said, I'm going to request Federica's invitation to come over another time. You makes me feel so bad. I can only imagine how thrilled she was to have me over. You'd best also offer her an apology.
Why do I have to express my regret to her?
Isn't it quite obvious? I can't go to her house today, and it's all your fault. Everything you did was selfish, therefore that's why. Do not comprehend how busy she is? Her ability to extend an invitation to me is really uncommon. On the other hand, you constantly appear to have a ton of spare time. Why is it that today of all days you have to be so busy?
What were you saying? Do you honestly believe I have that much spare time every day? You had to be kidding me. Were you speaking directly to me?
I mean, who else did you think I was talking to?
I seldom have any spare time. I do all of the chores for you. Early in the morning, I prepare breakfast for the entire family. Then I leave David off at school and drive Farley to the hospital for rehabilitation. I return home to clean the house and do laundry. And I prepare you lunch and do all the dishes. I have to go food shopping in the afternoon and then pick everyone up again. When I get home, I have to start making supper for everyone. Every day, I do it all by myself. Are you serious when you say I have so much free time?
Stop playing the victim. That is a typical housewife's lifestyle. You don't even work or make any money. You should feel grateful for earning all of your money. You have no right to be dissatisfied with your task.
Actually, I earned part of the money from my family as well. I work part-time and in my spare time. I contribute to the family's income.
It's only a part-time job. I doubt it makes a difference. I'm also letting you dwell in this place since I'm incredibly nice. Your very small salary does not cover all of your living expenditures. Stop acting so arrogantly simply because you do a little chores. You have no right to respond to me.
What are you on about? I'm only here because you requested Dylan and need to live with you. I never pointed out anything about not wanting to live here. I was irritated when you told me I was worthless and that I had so much spare time. You should know that I have sentiments as well. I didn't like it when you told me that.
I did nothing except tell you the truth. Stop complaining so much. You're only a housewife. You're nothing without Dylan. When he gets home, I'm going to tell him how badly you treated me today.
Go ahead and do it. I don't mind if you tell him. Even if you tell him everything, I doubt anything will change since he would be disappointed in you.
He will not be let down by me. If anything, he'll be disappointed in you. He'll undoubtedly be on my side. You'd best brace yourself for a reprimand from him.
If you truly feel it, go ahead and tell him. I am certain that I am not mistaken in any of this.
You are truly arrogant. I'm not sure why Dylan chose to marry someone like you. I hope you don't have too much influence over David. I don't want him to mature into an adult like you. I'm already concerned about the future.
There is no need for you to be concerned about David's future. He's turning into a beautiful youngster who is always concerned about me. I'm confident that he has a bright future ahead of him. You have absolutely nothing to be concerned about.
Just conversing with you irritates me. You must have a flair for annoying folks.
So, I apologize if I was able to irritate you in any way. I'm going to go immediately. I still need to go grocery shopping before I go pick up David. Goodbye.
There is an emergency. This was not something I anticipated to happen.
What are you on about? Is everything all right?
Everything is fine. I'm overjoyed right now. Federica has apparently become pregnant.
Oh, you took me by surprise. I assumed something terrible had occurred. Anyway, that's fantastic news. I'm overjoyed for her.
This is the most exciting news I've heard in a long time. I'm excited to meet her child. I'm already getting excited about it. I'll have even more grandchildren now.
I'm delighted you seem pleased with it. She only found out about it a few days ago.
I believe I was one of the first to learn about it from her. Oh, she still hasn't told her in-laws. This must imply that she likes me, right? I was the first person she called.
I suppose I might imply that, after all, you are her mother.
Why don't you attempt to be more upbeat about it? This is fantastic news. You don't appear to be interested in what I'm going to tell you. Do you have no regard for other people?
That is not the case. I am overjoyed for her.
I'm not sure what to do with all this energy. I'm overjoyed after hearing this news. I'm curious whether it will be a boy or a girl. Actually, gender has no bearing. He or she will be adorable anyway. Federica is, after all, their mother. She's going to make them some amazing genes. She's a picture-perfect lady. I can't wait to start shopping for the baby.
Federica is, indeed, a gorgeous lady. I believe it's a little early to start thinking about baby presents.
By the way, I'm not suggesting David isn't attractive. He is still my cherished grandchild. It's simply that I'm more eager to see Federica's children. They will be the best grandchildren in the world.
Isn't that a little insulting to David?
I don't believe it's really insulting. It's just that he's a little strange in certain aspects. You get what I'm saying, don't you?
No. I don't. What exactly are you trying to say?
For some reason, he doesn't seem to like me very much. These days, we scarcely have any talks. He's constantly locked inside Farley's room and never comes out. I'm not sure why he appears to despise me.
He's constantly in Farley's room for a purpose. He's making sure Farley doesn't get lonely being alone in his room all day. I don't believe he dislikes you. You don't have to be concerned about it at all.
I'm relieved that they appear to get along fairly well. I'm still irritated that he doesn't get along with me. I think he'd be a lot cuter if he was friendlier to me. He no longer even makes eye contact with me. I'm his grandmother.
He's undoubtedly terrified of you since you always speak to him in a frightening tone. You yell at him whenever he does something you believe is wrong. You must exercise greater patience with him. He's only a youngster. He's not going to be flawless. You yelled at him the other day for just watching TV throughout supper. You always tell him that you're busy whenever he wants to chat to you. I believe David will be more cordial with you if you adjust how you treat him. I'm sure if you're good to him, he'll be more likely to be nice to you.
That is not entirely my fault. When I'm busy, he constantly chats to me. He's simply generally inconvenient. Just like another person I know.
Is it possible that you're referring to me?
I never said anything like that. Stop pretending to be a victim. I never explicitly stated that I was referring to you. It might have been anyone I was referring to.
There is no one else to whom you may be referring.
So, if you believe I was talking about you, maybe I was. But you can't blame me for it. I never said anything about it being you.
I don't really care either way. I'm tired of talking to you. Could you please treat David a bit more respectfully if at all possible? I genuinely want you two to get along. He's just 5 years old. You've reached adulthood.
I told you I'd already treated him kindly. You are tenacious in your pursuit of this. How many times do you intend to repeat what I intend to repeat?
I intend to keep doing it until I see a shift in your attitude. Anyway, I have to go going since I'm quite busy. I need to get started on supper preparations right now. You said you were going to be late today, didn't you? Are you going to be hungry when you go home?
Yes, I'll be arriving home late tonight. I won't require dinner.
Are you certain about that? What are you going to do?
I'm going out to eat with Dylan tonight. We'll be eating at a great restaurant, so we won't require your meal. I also had to inform him about Federica's pregnancy. I don't think he's aware of it yet.
Okay, I get it. I'll simply cook enough food for myself, Farley, and David, and you and David can have a great supper together.
Yes, please do so. Make certain that all of the chores is completed before I arrive home tonight. Daryl, I have some news for you. Federica will be moving in with us starting today.
What exactly did you just say? Starting today? Isn't that a touch abrupt?
She's coming to live with us as her pregnancy progresses to the end. She'll need all of our help to have a healthy kid.
Isn't it too early for that? Isn't she only around 3 months pregnant?
What are you on about? If anything, it's a touch late. Federica's husband is quite busy and seldom returns home. I'm not going to let her stay at home alone while she's pregnant. She requires someone to be with her at all times.
I see what you're saying, however.
Federica really resigned her job not long ago. During the day, she has a lot of spare time. I'll need you to make an extra piece of food starting today. Make sure you make something nutritious and appropriate for a pregnant woman.
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, and one more thing. I need you to clean out the room you're now in. Federica will be moving into the room as of today. Make careful to relocate all of your possessions to a new room. Make sure you don't forget anything.
Wait. What are you talking about? You want us to make room for her?
That is precisely what I am advising you to do. You're utilizing one of the larger rooms. Federica should get to utilize it, in my opinion. She'll have a lot of items that she'll carry with her. It makes sense for you to relocate to a smaller space. You're cool with it, right?
I believe we should debate this before making any judgments. Because Farley's room is practically next door, I believe I should remain in this room. When he needs assistance, I can go immediately away. Can't Federica utilize one of the available rooms? It would make things a lot easier for both me and David.
Stop attempting to create such justifications. The choice was made previously. You may still aid Farley from one of the upper rooms if he needs it. All you need to do is down a flight of steps. Is it really so difficult? Federica has taken over your room. There is nothing to debate here. I'm not going to have a pregnant woman climb a flight of stairs every day. She requires the first floor room that you are now occupying. When you go home, make sure you take all of your possessions out of the room. Do you comprehend what I'm asking of you?
Okay, I get it. I'll get to it as soon as I get home.
Daryl! What are you up to? I still can't believe this is happening. Federica had no fruit left in the fridge. She requires all vitamins in order to give birth to a healthy kid. How could you have forgotten to fetch these for her? You are indeed a worthless lady.
I apologize for not having the time to do so. I'm now on my way home after picking up David from school.
David? This is definitely starting to irritate me. You appear to be just concerned with him.
Why are you becoming so enraged all of a sudden?
Do you understand we have a pregnant woman living with us right now? She is the most important person in the house and deserves more of your attention. I can't believe you continue to choose your own child over her. How do you intend to accept responsibility if something bad happens to her?
Why should I accept responsibility? Is there anything I've done wrong? I've been treating everyone who lives with us fairly.
So you genuinely have no idea what you've done wrong? Are you truly so stupid? Why don't you try utilizing your head for a change?
Nothing has gone wrong with me. I'm not going to abandon David simply because Federica is pregnant. It's natural for me to want to look after my own child. You must have the same thoughts as I do. You constantly appear to be concerned with your own children.
Stop talking to me like that. Federica is the individual that needs to be emphasized the most right now. Everyone else should be an afterthought for you.
You see, you're doing precisely what I told you. You place the highest value on your own daughter. I'm doing the same thing by putting my own child first.
Why don't you grasp what I'm saying? Federica is now carrying my darling grandchild. Federica needs the highest level of care for the baby to be born safely. I've got enough of your horrible attitude. How could you respond to me in this manner? If you can't follow my commands, please leave my house immediately.
Are you certain you should be saying that to me? Do you truly want me to go?
I am very certain. I don't want you in my home any longer. Get out right now. You're just an annoyance. I no longer require someone like you in my home. Get out before I become enraged.
That's just great with me. I'll go as soon as I gather all of my possessions.
Daryl, why don't you wake up early to prepare food for everyone? Don't you know it's the responsibility of a wife to Dylan?
I'm sorry, what are you saying? I won't do anything anymore.
I'm talking about family responsibility, Daryl. This is the duty of a wife, and you have failed.
What are you scolding me for? I won't do anything anymore. I don't have any responsibilities towards your family either, so take care of it yourself because I divorced Dylan yesterday.
Divorced? Why? Why didn't you say anything to me? What? Why would you dare to divorce your husband?
Why are you so surprised? This is what you asked for. I didn't want to talk to anyone. Our relationship is over, and I don't need to be responsible for his family anymore.
I never asked you to divorce Dylan, although I'm very angry that you didn't follow my request.
I don't have any opinions about that. But it's definite I filed for divorce and there's no going back. Your family will live without my help. Believe it or not, Dylan agreed to this. He signed the papers, LOL.
Don't try to deceive me.
I have nothing to deceive you about. Dylan knows everything but pretends not to. To torment me, this family turned me into a servant.
What will happen to my husband, Farley, when he has no one to take care of him?
You're kidding me, right? That's your family's problem, not mine. You're his wife, you should take care of him, not me.
I have many reasons why I can't take care of him. I don't have a driver's license. How can I take him to the hospital? I'm busy every day taking care of Federica.
Well, then contact Federica's husband to bring her home instead of talking to me.
How can you treat us like this? Just come back, and everything will be as before. Stop this divorce thing now and come home to take care of us like before. I'll pretend nothing happened.
That will never happen. Once you kicked me out, there's no way I'm coming back.
So you're willing to abandon us, huh? You won't be welcomed in this family anymore.
Well, hell will welcome you soon enough. Believe it or not, Dylan himself proposed the divorce because he couldn't stand a devilish woman like you.
That will never happen. I'm just too busy, that's all.
Yes, you're busy choosing which program to watch on TV all day and never leaving until mealtime.
I don't have any savings. I'm living off your and Dylan's money. If you get divorced, what will my husband and I do?
Exactly, he decided to give everything to me. Surprising, isn't it? You'll be left with nothing.
Is everything you're saying true? You truly are a demon.
So, Esther, you'll be taking care of all the tasks after I leave. Dylan has agreed to let me bring David to our new place without involving you.
Wait a minute, please. I beg you, come back here with me.
I don't care anymore. You always call me useless, so I won't come back. Goodbye and farewell.
Hey, Daryl.
Before I left the house, I had thoroughly discussed everything with Farley. I assured him that I would get him a place in an aged care facility. I believe I have located a suitable residence for him, and I am now finalizing all the formalities so that he may leave the house shortly. I want to use the money he provided me to pay for the care facility. I also make use of some of the funds that were handed to me. I also utilize part of the money that was provided to me to purchase a new home for myself and David. Farley's gift of money was really generous, and I believe I'll be able to purchase a pretty good house while still having enough money left over. Dylan sent me a number of apology texts over the next 2 months. I can't forgive him for what occurred, but I have no intention of ever seeing him again. Should
I can't believe that it's been 5 years already. I was so surprised when I heard about how successful you had become. I can't believe that you worked so hard for me all this time. I had completely forgotten about you. Sorry for that. I heard that you earned over $20 million a year. You really should have let me know about this much earlier. I never would have broken up with you if I had known that you earned this much. I also never would have dated with other men if I knew you had this much money. I can't believe that you kept all this a secret from me. Hey, Charlie. Why aren't you replying to me? I know that you're still in love with me. Reply to me and let's get back together. You still haven't replied to me at all. Sorry about yesterday. I had some plans, and that's why I stopped texting you. I would have texted you all day if I didn't have to go out. I don't understand why you still haven't replied to me. I know that you've been chasing me the entire time we've been apart. You must have fallen asleep thinking about me every night. I just don't get why you're not replying. You better reply as soon as you see this, or I'm going to leave you again. How was your day today, Charlie? My day was pretty good actually. I went out to go shopping with some of my friends. But everything that I wanted was too expensive though. I want to go shopping there with you next time. You can buy me everything that I want, right? Also, you still haven't replied to me? I'm starting to get a little impatient now. I really don't get why you still haven't replied. Oh, wait. I think I get it now. You're too embarrassed to text me, right? You must be thinking very hard about what to say to me after all these years. There's really no need for you to be so shy. We need to spend all day thinking about a clever pickup line. Text me back. Hurry up. We have so much to catch up on. It's been 5 years since we last met. I can't wait to meet up with you again. Charlie! What's wrong with you? Isn't it about time you replied to me? I've been texting you nonstop for several days. I know that you've read all the texts. You better reply to me soon. I'm getting tired of waiting for you to reply to me. Oh, wait. I finally figured out the reason why you haven't been replying to any of my texts. You must be preparing a huge house for us to live in, right? I guess that you wanted to prepare a huge surprise for me. I love you so much for doing this. I'm really excited to see the house. I bet it's going to be so luxurious. I can't believe how successful you've become. You are just a part-time worker when I first met you. But now I'm so proud of you. I know that you want to surprise me, but would you be able to send me at least one reply? Also, could you tell me when I should be moving into our house? I need some time to pack all of my belongings. Could you reply to the question that I asked you yesterday? I need to know when I can start moving into our new house. My contract for my current apartment ends tomorrow. I'm not able to renew the contract because of some reasons. I'm going to need a place to live from the day after tomorrow. I would be really grateful if I can start moving into our new place from tomorrow. I'm going to come and see you tomorrow. I can't believe that you still haven't replied to me. It's been an entire week since I started texting you again. I'm starting to lose my patience now. Guys that take forever to reply to text messages are so unattractive. I'm going to leave you again if you're not careful.
Leave me again? What's wrong with you? We never got back together in the first place. Stop sending so many messages. The notifications are getting really annoying.
Oh, God. You finally reply to me. Why you keep this for so long? I miss you so much, Charlie. I'm glad that I kept on trying to get in contact with you.
What do you want from me after all this time? I thought that you blocked me when we broke up. You told me that we're never going to talk again.
Did I?
Sure. Don't you remember? You told me that a poor part-time worker like me didn't match up to you. That was the reason you broke up with me, and the reason why you replaced me with some other rich guy.
That's a long time ago, Charlie. I can't believe you're still angry about it. You should be grateful that I unblocked you. Aren't you happy that you get to talk to me again?
You seriously think that I'm happy to talk to you again?
Of course you are.
You must be out of your mind.
Why didn't you contact me for 5 years? It would have been nice to talk to you once in a while.
How was I meant to contact you? You blocked my number and deleted me from all of your social media. I wouldn't have been able to contact you even if I wanted to.
You could have written a letter to me, you know my address, right? You could have also just come to visit me in person. Or changing your phone number would also have been another way to get in contact with me. I'm sure there were other ways too. You really should try to use your brain more if you really want to get back together with me. You need to start thinking more smartly. I don't want to get married to someone dumb.
I'm just going to cut straight to the point. I took a look at all the text messages that you sent me this week. Why did you suddenly decide to contact me?
What? Are you serious? You serious? You still don't understand what I'm trying to say to you. I thought that I made my feelings towards you very clear. Did you always used to be this stubborn? I guess I have to explain it to you. I know that you worked so hard to win me back for the past 5 years. You've managed to become successful. And you earn over $20 million a year. Now you did this all to get back together with me, right? I would be happy to get back together with you and start living together. That's what I was trying to tell you. I'm surprised you didn't get it. I sent you so many messages.
You managed to summarize it all in 3 messages. Was there really a need for you to send me so many annoying messages?
What? Did you really just say my messages were annoying? I can't believe you would say that to me. The only reason I sent so many messages was because you didn't reply to me. I wouldn't have needed to send so many if you had replied to me. Any girl would have given up after 2 or 3 days. So you should be grateful that I didn't give up.
You expect me to thank you for sending me all that spam?
Of course.
I didn't reply to you because I wanted you to give up. I didn't want to talk to you. Did you really not think that would be a possibility?
Are you seriously asking me that? I knew that definitely wouldn't be the case. You're still in love with me. I know that you're desperate to talk to me.
Why do you think that I feel that way?
You went from being a part-time worker to the owner of a company in just 5 years. It must have been so much hard work. I know the only reason you managed to try so hard was to win me back.
To win you bank? No way! Do you really think that I worked hard for these 5 years to win you back? Why do you think that I would do such a thing?
It's kind of obvious, isn't it? It's because you like me. Why don't you just admit it already? There's no point being embarrassed about it. I really don't mind it. I actually think it's kind of sweet that you thought of me this entire time.
You really don't understand how I feel about you. You never even paid that much attention to me even when we were dating. I already planned on becoming the owner of a company while we were still dating. You didn't know about it because you barely paid any attention to me.
I had no idea about that.
Also, you keep on saying that my yearly salary is $20 million, but that's wrong. That's how much my company earns in a year. It's not my personal salary. The company I work for currently is run by my father, and I plan on inheriting the company from him in the near future. The reason I was working so many part-time jobs when I was dating you was to experience various types of job. I needed to experience a variety of job fields so that I would be able to run a company in the future.
Are you serious? That's why you were doing all those pathetic part-time jobs? Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? I never would have broken up with you if I knew about all of this.
I'm actually glad I didn't tell you about any of this before.
Why's that?
I can't believe that you kept so many secrets from me. My parents always used to tell me to be careful of telling my girlfriends about my job.
What? What is the point of keeping your job title a secret?
It's important so that I can avoid getting married to a gold digger like you. Girls like you only care about the money. I know that you don't actually love me at all.
It's not like that. Don't make accusations like that to me.
It's too late trying to hide your true self. Now I'm really glad my parents gave me this advice.
You can say whatever you want about me. I don't even care about this. I can forgive you anyways. I know that you still want to get back together with me.
Wow, you're so obedient, right? Don't make me laugh, Lily.
I don't really have a choice anymore, Charlie. I just arrived at your huge house.
What? What are you talking about? Are you insane?
Would you please just come outside and let me in? I'm tired from a long taxi ride. It took over 2 hours to get here. I want to come inside so that I can finally relax. I want to take a nice long bath in the jacuzzi while eating a platter of fruits. After that, I want to snuggle up in the king-sized bed by your side. I can't wait.
Hey, what does the name on the door plate of the house say? Is the name on the plate priced by any chance?
Hold on. Let me check, honey. Yeah, it does say price. Are you telling me that this isn't your house? I saw you come out of this house the other day, though. I thought that this was the house that you were preparing for me as a surprise gift.
I have no idea why you would come to that conclusion. Mister, Price is one of my dad's close friends. He's also one of his most important business partners. He's a really kind person. He also let me live in his house for a month while I was back in the country.
Wait. What did you just say? What do you mean by while you were back in the country? Are you telling me that you're living abroad?
Yeah, Lily. I got married and moved to Canada.
What? What did you just say? You're not serious, right? You can't be married already. Also, did you just say that you're living in Canada?
Yeah.
No, you must be lying.
Why would I have to tell you a lie? Everything that I just said is all true. Our company decided to branch out into other countries. As well, I left my dad and sister in charge of the branch offices in this country. Me and my wife decided to move to Canada and work at Toronto.
I can't believe that you would get married to some other woman. How could you move abroad without me? I can't believe that you abandoned me like this. I am the one that love you the most. No one on earth can do that.
What in the world are you talking about? I started dating my wife 6 months after you broke up with me. I did absolutely nothing wrong.
Stop it, Charlie. Stop making a pathetic excuses. I know that you're still in love with me.
I'm not in love with you at all. In fact, I really hate you.
What did you just say to me? How dare you?
I said I hate you. I'd be happy to keep repeating those words until you leave me alone. Why did you think that I would want to get back to you? You cheated on me and then chose to break up with me. There's no way that I would still be in love with a woman that treated me so badly. I absolutely hate you from the bottom of my heart.
You don't seriously hate me. I get it. You're just saying this to me to hide your embarrassment. It's okay. You can tell me how you really feel now.
I can't believe that you still haven't given up.
There's no reason for me to give up anything. We're destined to be together.
My wife just called Mr. Price just to check if you caused them any trouble. I heard that an entire truck of your belongings just arrived there. Did you seriously plan on moving into that house? Are you insane?
I told you, Charlie. The contract for my apartment ends today. Were you not listening? I told you that. That's why I decided to travel all the way here today.
Oh, I don't care about it. I'm busy now. I've got to get going soon. My flight is taking off in a bit.
What are you talking about?
I already warned Mr. Price in advance that you might suddenly turn up at his house. I told him that you would be jobless and homeless. He told me that he could introduce you to a part-time job at one of his friend's factory nearby.
What? Why would I want to work at a factory?
You're in a large amount of debt, aren't you? You really need to start working so that you can start paying it back.
How do you know about that? That's my problem, and it's none of your business.
I know that so easily. My friend works at the bank you're using, and he searched that you owned up to $100,000. And I think that's why you're in a rush when texting me. You want to trick me and force me to pay your debt, right? I am not that silly.
What? You really know everything.
Sure. And one more thing. My friend that told me is Mr. Price's son.
What?
And the bank you own belongs to Mr. Price's family. So now, I don't want to talk to you ever again.
Wait. Charlie, you can't just leave me.
Why I can't?
We haven't figured anything out yet. I thought we were going to live together from today.
I'm hanging up. Bye.
I heard about what happened afterwards from Mr. Price. The moving truck with all of Lisa's belongings was rerouted to the factory that Mr. Price's friend owned. All her belongings were placed in a company dormitory. It was decided that she would live and work at the company until she repaid all the money. The company was located very far in the countryside, and there was basically nothing nearby. I don't feel sorry for her at all. After everything she had done to me in the past, it felt like a huge weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I'm really glad that I broke up with Lisa and got married to my current wife. That's my best choice ever.